Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, part 8 of my Kroq-Gar campaign. Now, last time I was a little bit salty, I think it's fair to say. So this episode is going to be 32% more positivity. We're going to be talking about kittens, puppies, otters holding hands, all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, and also how much Scarab Swarm can literally just suck a dick. Exactly, Kroq-Gar. Kroq-Gar doesn't like it either. Kroq-Gar's army is looking a little bit worse for wear. So we're going to have to pull back. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back from Libris. I'm going to send... oh, Cheerios. You've taken a lot of that. Yeah, Cheerios is going to head out of the army next turn after he's done a little bit of healing. Ugh. And just scout for us. And I'm going to pull back towards Doomglade. And what I'm probably going to do is see if I can lure one of their armies to Libris. And if so, then I can crush it there. And hopefully give myself enough time to get to Marak and finally deal the killing blow. What would be nice if I could get Lamia to actually declare war on Khalida, but they seem to be quite resistant to that fact, despite the fact that Khalida is pretty much on her last legs at the moment, and they've got an army quite close by. I mean, they literally could have wiped out Khalida at this point, but they seem resistant to the idea of doing that, so fine. We've got some damaged buildings here, but to be honest, I do not care. I do not care. Now, the Scarab Swarm is an ability they get, I think it's a right. So hopefully at some point it should stop working. Because frankly... Sorry, positive. It will, and we'll finish off Khalida. Hurrah! It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. It's the... Yep, it's fine. As long as she doesn't get another general. Reclaiming the lost world. Your noble Slayer Mage Priest has devised a ritual that will give even ordinary skinks increased immunity against some of the foul diseases lingering in territories overrun by vile servants of the great horned rats. However, they must still be defended against other threats, blah blah blah, yeah, whatever. So I don't really have any, so no, don't care. Right, pull back. And do I keep Cheerios? I'm going to keep Cheerios just for this. Yeah, we're going to keep Cheerios just for this turn. Right. More Saurus warriors. Oh, in fact, can we? Can't reach Doomglade, can we? Oh, you've literally just moved slightly too far. That's annoying. Never mind. Right. Well, right. We'll grab the Saurus warriors. To be honest, I mean, the casual replenishment is really nice. I do need the walls. Skink Boreos. Yeah. Would be nice to have another. More replenishment would be very, very welcome. And I can't do anything for a couple of turns. To be honest, I could get rid of those skinks. They cost twice as much as a Saurus warrior, and they're a bit shit. Okay, we're going to get rid of you. What I might do, though, is we might get... oh, we can get another skink chief. It could be useful as a scout. Right, okay, let's get Cholai. Cholai, he's our old favourite, isn't he? There's I mean, Tolex there has the same hat, but still. Okay. And then what we could do here... Now, these guys are going to be very expensive. I don't know. Are the Cold One Spear Riders any use? I would like the Chameleon Skinks, I think, would come in useful. I mean, we will be get some Kroq-Gars in 4 turns. It's quite far. Okay, we got some money to play with, and we got more money coming up. So I'm going to grab a couple of skinks I'm also going to grab another Kolbon spear rod. Yeah, let's do that. We have to be a little bit careful. Obviously, once these units get in Kroq-Gar's army, they'll be a lot less expensive, but Cholai is basically just going to ferry units to us. And Librus can rebel for all I care. I'm kind of hoping that they send an army to retake Librus, although I suspect they probably know where I am, and so are probably going to be a little bit cautious. Or not. Here comes Khalida with a shit ton of chariots. Oh, good. I mean, dealing with chariots should be fine as long as I've got Kolbon spear riders. I don't want them to get in amongst my infantry though, because that would be messy. I mean, realistically, that's not a very strong army. Oh, so simple. You've got a skill point. Excellent. Four more skill points, and you will have a Carnosaur, which will be amazing. But not yet. And Crunchy Nut Cornflake, I think you are 2 levels away? 2 levels away. Oh, very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Okay. You're marching. You can't quite reach me. At least I don't think you can. So to be honest, if I scooch down here a little bit, I'm still in range of Librus. So if she goes and grabs Librus, then I can go and smash her face in. Those chariots are a bit of a pain. But I don't think... I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay. Right. Okay, let's see what Khalida does. Yeah, you're being overly cautious, aren't you? Because you know I'm here. Although, I mean, to be honest, if rebels destroy Librus, I'd be absolutely fine with that. Hey, man. Join war? No. No, you're on your own. Mostly because I'm going to kill you. Fairly soon. Okay. Ways and means. Research rate. I'm pretty much done with recruitment for the moment, so I'm going to hold on to my vision for what? Well, do I? Yeah, we're going to hold on to the vision. Going to have a rebellion fairly soon, but I don't care. Right. So we need 4 more units. So let's grab a Saurus spear, and we'll get these units into Kroq-Gar's army and then disband Cholai, I think. Because we're already spending too much money. I could get more skink favelas though. I'm going to save for the moment. And the only problem is Khalida might have... Right, Cheerios. You're going to come over here. Oh, look. Yeah. What have they got here? So basically, they can only recruit Tomb Guard at the moment.
This is forbidden. Do not betray your king.
So if I can destroy these chariots, then they won't be having any more chariots unless they can retake Librus, basically. So that is at least something. That's more positive. And we're going to have rebellion there, which is actually good. And if Khalida wants to take on those rebels... Oh, want to take on the rebels, Khalida? Want to fight the rebels? Want to expend some of your strength? That'd be grand. Well, I didn't expect that. She raised the city. I mean, sure, why not? Hey guys, how you doing? You actually kind of like me. Yeah, sure, I have a non-aggression pact with you. To be honest, it's going to be a little while before I can deal with you. So at the moment, no problem. We'll take that non-aggression pact. Thank you very much. Rebellion, that's fine. Settlement raise, that's fine. Yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, Khalida. Interesting move. Oh, you better not be able to run away. Good. Right. We can destroy Khalida and then head back and relieve Rasatra. Then we should actually be able to head to Marak. This could actually be what we need. Managed to catch Khalida's army by itself, which means this should be a fairly easy fight. If we can take on Khalida's armies one by one, then we shouldn't be in a fairly good place. Unfortunately, she's got a lot of chariots in this fight. I need to deal with these. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Pterodon's not going to be particularly effective at killing them, unfortunately. But they don't seem to like the Pterodons. They're trying to run away from them, so we're going to do a little strafing bombing run on them while our army moves up into position. On our right flank, we've got a unit of chariots heading towards our Spear One ride, which actually, Cold Bond Spear Riders, which actually, I'm absolutely fine with that, because obviously these guys are good against infantry, these guys are good against large units, and chariots definitely count as large units. So we're going to get a little charge in there. And it's going to do quite a chunk of damage each side, because the chariots definitely come off a lot worse then. You can see chariots just starting to fall apart. In comes Matilda as well to help out. Good old Matilda. On the left flank, Kroq-Gar and Grimlock getting stuck in, trying to lock down those enemy chariots, but they're being a pain. These chariots should come in and charge us, though. It's not ideal for them. Pterodon's flying overhead, doing another bombing run. Got units of Saurus moving up to assist with this blob over here. We've got skeleton chariots, we've got skeleton spearmen. They've all been debuffed. You can see they've got 0 melee attack and 9 melee defense. And in come our Saurus warriors to finish them off. Meanwhile, we've managed to flank this couple of units of skeleton warriors here, so we're going to make short work of them. Well, I say short work, I mean, we'll be smashing them to pieces, but obviously they don't tend to run away. We're getting quite a large blob surrounding our Saurus warriors here, but we are debuffing them with Curse of the Midnight Wind, so you can see they've got 0 melee attack and no armor. In comes Matilda. Strike. I think that definitely counts as strike. I mean, I wouldn't argue with it if it didn't. We've got a unit of blessed Saurus warriors chasing after some archers there, but they're not going to be able to catch up with them. And some Cold Bond Spear Riders running down more archers over here, allowing our Pterodons free reign. But we're struggling to catch up with them. We kind of need more Spear Riders. These chariots are continuing to cycle charge, and I mean, they're doing some damage, but it's not really enough, and Kroq-Gar is after them. You can see victory is already in our grasp. The blob of skeleton warriors quickly diminishing over there. Large piles of skeletons over there. Khalida has managed to rack up 12 kills so far, and of course the Ushabti have been spawned. directly on top of our Pterodon riders who arrived. They landed on these skeleton archers to try and pin them into combat, and now the Ushabti have pinned the Pterodons in combat, which is not ideal. Over here, Crunchy Nut Cornflakes doing exactly the same thing by locking these archers into combat. I mean, they're not going to be able to do much damage to him, and they won't be shooting at anyone either. Finally, the Kobold Spear Riders just chomping down on another unit of skeleton archers. Again, only... it says unit losing there rather than losing decisively. They haven't done a huge amount of damage. And Pterodon Riders just bombing these ones over here. We still have a couple of units of chariots just running rampant, though. We can't really do much to stop them. Oh, so Simple is chasing after Khalida, who is going to try and reinforce her skeletons on her right flank by knocking our Saurus warriors around. I mean, you got a lot. She... I wish I didn't have to kill Khalida, because I do love her a bit. She looks good killing things. Oh, so Simple is... I think he's trying to help. He's trying to get stuck in, but Khalida is kicking the shit out of him, so not so great. Meanwhile, just scattered units of chariots just running all over the place, and archers. Grimlock just jumping up and down on some skeletons there. And the Ushabti caught by the Spear Riders being cut down. Meanwhile, Khalida's army is just starting to crumble. Very few of them left around. You can see some Saurus units just standing around because there's nothing left to kill, really. Unfortunately, Khalida is she's just mauling her way through this unit of Saurus. There's not much they can do to stop her, really. Off she goes again. 22 kills. She's got half her health missing, though. Along with her half her mask, of course. It's so simple. Just chasing after her. Maybe I should have put you back on your cold one, mate. There's a bit back and forth, but oh, so Simple definitely taking a lot more damage than Khalida is. And Khalida just using her excessive charge bonus. She's got 70 charge bonus. That's more than some shock cavalry. And just knocking our Saurus around. It's okay, because Kroq-Gar's coming to help. Okay, that amount of damage is fine. We can take a bit of replenishment as well. Right. Good. And she didn't get away either. Right, now we're going to head down and deal with this army down here. King Hakos, who's just got a lot of skeletons, which is absolutely fine. Crunchy Nut, level 14. Look at that. Arcane Conduit, definitely give you some more Winds of Magic. Get Cholai up here as well, so he can give you some of these units. Crunchy Nut, let's get you back in the army as well. And I think that'll be a fairly good force. Now, obviously, we want that extra replenishment. I don't know what Hakos is going to do. At the moment, they can literally only recruit... They can get some Tomb Guard. So they can get 2 units of Tomb Guard, 1 unit of Tomb Guard with Hellbards, 2 Nekakaran Warriors, and 6 units of Skeleton Archers, and that's it. Although Khalida also gives you, I think, another 4 units of Skeleton Archers. Let's get the sequence of spawning for the Saurus. Those spawning pools located underground must be ready. Warriors always at hand, and fresh Saurus will always be needed to fight. Yes, that is so true. So very true. Do I want to get that? Yes, that'll be fine, because we're going to swap over those units next turn. Get a little bit more cash. And they didn't use Scarab Swarm during that battle, so it looks like whatever ritual they were using is finished. Okay. That's fine, because... what's the garrison like, though? It is just Skeleton Warriors, though. It's a lot of them, but it's just Skeleton Warriors. Blah, blah, blah. Serpent Coast has got some growth problems. What's the garrison like? We do have Kroq-Gars, we've got Saurus Warriors, we've got Saurus... You know what, I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be okay. Let's march down here. Get the replenishment going on, that's pretty good. We can swap on these units. Thank you very much, Cholai. Your service has been noted. You will one day actually make it into, you know, our actual... we will get some actual army at some point in the future. That much I can potentially promise you. Right, we're 1 turn away from Rasatra. They shouldn't attack next turn. I don't think they can. Even if they did, I don't think they do very well, to be honest. I think they'd struggle. Right, so we're getting about 1,000 monies a turn. We've got a couple of units of Comedian Skinks. Now, these guys are significantly better than the just Skinks. No, I mean, one, they can stalk. Let's just have a quick look at them. So they can stalk, so you can move hidden in any terrain, can fire whilst moving. It doesn't have snipe though, does it? Jesus, 40% missile resistance. They're good at killing enemy archers then. That's good to know. I guess they're quite hard to shoot at considering they're invisible. They're like Predator. Like lots of little predators. Hi, County Wald. How are you? You want a non-aggression pact? No, because as soon as I... Oh, you are at war with Libris. Is that new? I don't think so. I'm fairly sure I did have a peace treaty. Oh well. No problem. Right, we can't quite reach... If we go over here... Yes, you're going to run away. No, we can't. You can hinder replenishment. Who can slow them down? Can anyone slow them down? You can just assault, can't you? Yes. Okay, so we don't have anyone who can slow armies, I guess. Because we've only got the 3 heroes, haven't we? Oh, no, you can block army. Crunchy Nut, are you holding out on me? Nope, I just had Cheerios selected twice. Okay. Fab. You are not going to be able to get away, my friend. Well, I hope you're not anyway. And Crunchy Nut can have a bloody Stegiodon. Yes, he can. I mean, it's going to cost a little bit, but look at that. That's a bit of an upgrade, isn't it? Okay, so now we've got 2 Stegiodons in our army. Plus a Carnosaur. I mean, that is an army that would scare me. Oh, you're just knuckling down, are you? You know you can't get away, so you're just knuckling down. That's going to be a mistake. What I might do is send Cheerios north just to scout. Okay, so we've got the sequence of Saurus spawning. We've got an Age of Discovery. If we had a port, that would be useful. Right. Crunchy Nut, get back in the army. We can keep Cheerios in the army for the moment, but we're going to hunt you down. Shall I auto-resolve that one? It might be better I fought it, actually. Yeah, just in case, because auto-resolve can sometimes be a little bit tricky. On the other... Oh, I don't know. Our script just always well. I've killed a lot of skeletons. And then we can get some replenishment. Great plan activate, that's fine. And we can go over there. Okay, they have a couple of armies. Okay, Kroq-Gar. We've got to obliterate the undead. We've got Grimlock. Do I want Ancient Cunning? Lightning Strike would be really useful. But maybe just more weapon strength. Oh, you're level 6. You've got plenty of skill points left in you. I don't think Renowned and Feared is going to be that useful. But what is your ambush success chances? Plus 46%. So if I get that, it's then at 60%, which basically means you get 100% success chance wherever you go. We're going to do that. Oh, so simple. You're going to get Wound Maker. Do some more damage. Cleader was kicking the shit out of you in that battle, so not great. And Cheerios, I think we're going to get Dance of Death. And if we move, I think if we move fast, we might be able to actually hit Marak. Do you want a Geomantic Pylon here? I mean, you can't go wrong with a Geomantic Pylon, can you? Although, do I... oh, no, shit, I didn't want to... Oh, shit, it's not that one. Fuck. Never mind. I do have one here. So we do that. We've got Strength 3. Growth, income from all buildings. It's good for defense. We're not really doing that. Winds of Magic, research rate, meh. Yeah, alignment of crafting is probably the best one for there. And what are we doing here? Alignment of war. Yeah, that sounds about right. Shit, didn't want to do that. Never mind. Can I mean, to be honest, this really is going to be my recruitment area, because this is going to be, if I push through the mountains here, that's probably going to be... And ideally, I don't want... I'm hoping the dwarves are doing okay. It's been... I mean, it's turned 70, and I'm still fighting against Khalida. It's taken a while. She's proven to be a bit of a hard nut to crack. But, if we can hit Marak, then I'm feeling pretty confident. Well, that works in my advantage. I think I should be able to hit that army. Quickly destroy it, and then I can... I mean... Teamwork! With greenskins. Hey, buddy! Are you running away? Yeah. Yeah. You ran in the wrong direction, mate. Holy crap nuts. Oh, you've still got two. How the freaking hell? Alright, run back there. We'll see if we can lure them down. Kroq-Gar. They had another army up there that I hadn't even seen. Lovely. If we can get Lightning Strike, that would be huge.
Do not betray your king. My servant
I mean, you do just have a shit ton of skeletons. Maybe if I can just lure you down. Okay, let's rebuild that. I mean, it's not super duper urgent, but it would be nice to have. I'm hoping they head south. I mean, currently they're surrounded on all sides, so you have to give it to Khalida. She's incredibly tenacious, isn't she? Being attacked from the north, the west, and the south. Nope, you're all just bunching up together. Fab. Yep, no, that's fab. Do I just go for a big attack? Do I just go for a big final assault and just push on no matter the damage? Cheerios. You can have piercing shots, I think. Okay, what have they got?
My faith in you wanes.
No.
Plus at least another army. Oh, maybe they're heading over to Libris. Okay, let's try a little ambush. I mean, they're at war on all sides. I don't know how they're still alive. I mean, look at all these like legendary battlefields littering the dunes. I think I'm going to get skink fellas there. I just need more money. Now, if I can get lightning strike, that should make my life significantly easier. And they don't have chariots, or they don't look like they've got many archers either. Summon du Shabti will be a slight issue. You're all bunching up. Okay. Cherylai's back. The Bray herds come. Oh, they're over there. Fine.
Do not betray your king.
Right, you've got some Tomb Guard. You've got one unit of archers, and there's another unit, another couple of units, plus a unit of Ushabti.
My faith in you wanes.
I mean, shit, they'll have another like 4 units of Ushabti be able to be summoned as well. At this rate, I'm never going to be able to break through. Maybe I could, you know, cheese it a little bit. Let's get the Ancient Stegidon. Because, you know, every little helps. Okay, if I hit the city first, then all these units come on as reinforcements. Okay. So, that's about 2.5 stacks. It does look sort of in our favour, though, and if we can destroy that, I think they've still got another army out there somewhere. They might be heading for Libris. Okay. Here we go. Okay, if we can win this fight and win it convincingly, I think Khalida's done for. And we've got quite an interesting battle. We've got these 2 little sort of walls here, breaking the battlefield up into sort of 2 sections. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this to our advantage. We're going to create a nice line here so they can't flank us. And then create a line over here, just kind of like an L shape. And then hopefully hold them at bay. Meanwhile, the Pterodon Riders are doing what they always do so well. And these all these reinforcements over here, not one archer among them. That's going to be a shame for you, isn't it? So we're just going to bomb them from above, cause significant damage there. You can see a lot of these units already having chunks taken out of their health by these Pterodon Riders. I do love the fire bowlers. I really do. Possibly, they're quite high up as one of my favourite units. I like anything that explodes. I'm a simple person. If it explodes, I like it. And boy, do those Pterodon Riders explode. I mean, not themselves, they explode other things, which is even better. So bombarding from above, because the enemy army is not quite sure which direction to go. We've got a big line of Saurus warriors here, backed up by So Simple in the centre. And then on this other flank, we've got Saurus warriors with shields and spears backed up by Crunchy Nut Cornflakes in his... He's got a little entourage now, look at that. He's got a little entourage with spears and what I think are like Gatling cannons, apparently, which are pretty good. Of course, Matilda in the centre there, and then Kroq-Gar and Grimlock. On the right flank, we've got some units of Kobold Spear Riders, and then behind them, we've got the Chameleon Skinks. Now, these guys, pretty good, and they look so cool. Gonna go. And of course, in the centre, we've got Cheerios with his skink entourage there. So Pterodon Riders continue to harass from above. You can see lots of damage there. Some units being reduced to half strength already. Having to be a little bit careful, and also we don't want to waste their ammo, because the skeletons, although they are quite sort of spread out, well, they are quite bunched together, but it's not as much as they will be soon when they're all bulked up against our line, and then we can just get some real... That's when we do the real damage. Unfortunately, they do have 44 ammo, so it's not too bad. So we've got a unit of Nehekaran horsemen trying to come round on the left flank there. And our Kobold Riders are moving out to intercept. Got some Ushabti here as well. Now they will be able to spawn quite a few units of Ushabti, because obviously I think they've got like 4 armies here. So that's 4 units of summoned Ushabti. Yes. Kobold Riders. We're just luring them in because they haven't spotted. There they go. They've just spotted the Chameleon Skinks. Chameleon Skinks going to get some shots off. That's going to poison them. Then we get the charge in. Beautiful. And then we've got more Kobold Riders coming in behind just to mop that unit up very, very quickly. There we go. Health dropping like a stone. We're getting harassed by some archers. I did think maybe I should charge, and I noticed they've got some Tomb Guard with halberds, and I decided, you know what? It's probably not the best. We'll pull back. See, we've got big blobs over here of skeleton warriors as they clash up against our line, and they seem to be hitting mostly on the right flank here. So we're going to move the rest of our units up to envelop around behind them. Meanwhile, the Ushabti have hit us, along with Khalida, who's back from her last fight. So we're going to move the Dino squad in just to jump up and down on her, basically, until she stops moving. That's the ideal. Got a big blob of units now here. So moving to envelop, and the Pterodons, of course, just having a lovely old time there. Maybe I should have saved the boulders for this, but you know what? I don't think it matters. Kobold Riders finish up the Nehekaran horsemen. Chameleon Skinks moving around behind the enemy army. There's some Ushabti being spawned there. Fortunately, we were already on the move, so we can get away from that. So far, so good. You can see the Cold One Riders off in the distance there, just hunting down a unit of skeleton archers. We're going to get a fantastic wind blast there. That does huge amounts of damage. Just completely carves the skeleton lines apart. That was crunching up cornflake there. How much? 255 kills he's got so far. Dino squad is literally just creating furrows between the ranks of skeletons, just throwing them all over the place. We are getting a little bit overwhelmed on this flank though. Meanwhile, the Cold One Riders just trying to intercept these skeleton spearmen and get out of there as well. Chameleon Skinks just finishing off this unit of Ushabti. Down they go. This blob over here, despite the fact the sheer weight of numbers they've got, that wind blast caused so much damage, we've definitely got the upper hand here now. Plus with the Pterodon Riders, it's no contest really. Reinforcements are approaching though. You can see huge piles of skeletons. The Saurus continue to just chop their way through them. Our Saurus on this flank are much diminished. Only 35 there. 50 there. These Ushabti causing a lot of damage. I didn't notice them and I should have concentrated some of my units on them. Khalida, despite being very low on health, is still fighting. We just need to finish her off. Dino squad jumping. There we go. Just throwing skeletons all over the place. Where's Kroq-Gar? Oh, there he is. Just smashing the skeletons all over the place. It's amazing. The skinks continue to harass there. As you can see, they're just chasing around behind the enemy units. Got some Nehekaran warriors here that we can deal with. You can see when they get around behind it, they do a lot of damage. Those skeletons not in a good place. The Cold One Riders continue to just harass units of opportunity where they can. I'm trying to keep them out of combat because I might need them when the Ushabti finally spawn at the end of the battle, as they are generally wont to do. Oh, it's so simple. Making a mess of these skeletons over here. And the Pterodon Riders have been doing fantastic work as always. 252 kills, 266 kills. I mean, very much the MVPs. More units of skeletons approaching and they're backed up by some archers. How the enemy army has taken huge amounts of punishment. Cold One Riders finally coming in. Khalida's gone down. Looks like Matilda trampled her to death. Crunching up cornflakes. Charging after some Tomb Guard. Another enemy commander's down. And that morale shock is going to start doing this. You can see units now crumbling in the distance there. And then, of course, the Ushabti spawn right on top of my skinks, as per usual. The skinks immediately start trying to get out of the way. But for whatever reason... Now, let's see, their speed... well, speed 37 now. And they're 42. Okay, that's probably why they got... Did they get poisoned? Yes, they got hit by their own poison. That's why. I was wondering why the Ushabti managed to catch up with them, but that's why it happened. So unfortunately, yeah, my chameleon skinks are going to get diced. At least a little bit. They are going to be able to get out of there, but we have managed to win the battle fairly convincingly. Just a few units left to deal with. And hopefully that's the end of Khalida. Finally. Right. I could sack it. I'm just going to occupy, I think. And we didn't actually lose any units during that, which is frankly amazing. We got the Sacred Stake on Helm of Itza. One that wears the helm is accordant to the reverence due to Aslan, for it is a mighty symbol of power. Sounds quite nice. And is that Khalida dead? Or I think she's got another army out here somewhere. I think she's got one. There's another army, and it might be heading for Liberus. So we need to chase it down and finish it off before it can settle it and start throwing more shit at us. Basically. I might... You know what? I'm going to give... Oh, So Simple's getting the Helm of Discord. And then Kroq-Gar is getting the Sacred Stegadon Helm of Itza, because that increases his charge bonus. And so now he's got a huge chunk of charge bonus, which is very, very nice. I do still need a weapon, though. Ah, right. Fantastic. Oh, we do have some beastmen we're probably going to have to deal with as well. But, could be worse. Okay, so we've mostly killed Khalida. She's probably got one more army out there, but we just crush that. No more Khalida. Then we can deal with Ewald over here. And once we've dealt with him, what's the garrison like here? Pretty beefy. Pretty beefy, but they are going to be mostly undead, so should be able to jump up and down. And they've only got one city as well. And hopefully, not many armies. And once we've dealt with them, then we're going to head south and get my sticky paws all over Tiatika's Golden Tower. Cannot wait. But that is going to have to wait until next time, unfortunately. So there we go. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.